What's going on, everybody? Unfortunately, I have some news that I really don't want to put out there. Um, I will have to stop the Xenia FSR2 implementation. Unfortunately, Xenia does, or the Xbox 360 does not expose the motion vectors and everything like that. And in order to expose those, I would have to completely rewrite the Xenia GPU section. And that is not something that I'm capable of doing at this time. I also tried to do some resolution scaling up to 3x, but that unfortunately did not work either. That just made it look significantly worse. I also did try to do some capture surgery. Captured probably about 15,000 frames, passed it through RenderDoc, and a lot of things just didn't add up there. Everything was rendering inside of Xenia's eDRAM emulation buffer, 1280 by 2040, which is 10 megabytes. And that's what the 360's hardware was. We unfortunately cannot increase that buffer size without causing any serious issue. And it renders it at the native 720 and then upscales it rather aggressively to your native resolution or whatever your resolution is or whatever you want to set it to, such as 1920 by 1080, 720, 2560 by 1440, whatever your oh, this guy's dead. Whatever you want to set it to render at. That is not something I really wanted to say, but I feel like I should be upfront and honest with you guys. Miha Woodpecker, Bandit, who cares? Um, it's not something that I want to stop. I've spent the last probably year or so um, working on it, and I think at this time it's about time to call it quits. Do apologize. I don't have anything to show for it. I feel like I have let the Ace Combat community down a little bit by not offering a finished product. But at the end of the day, this is something that is beyond my capabilities with the Xenia program. I'm happy I was able to get, the libraries done. I'm happy I was able to get all that done with FSR2, but unfortunately, it's not something feasible at this time. I'm just gonna go to Cordome. Maybe someone in the future will figure out a way to make this work. Maybe someone will. Maybe someone will. Maybe Xenia will come a long way, and we'll be able to finally play Ace Combat 6 without having that horrible pixelation problem. Until then, playing it at native 720 is probably just going to be your best option if you don't want to have that serious pixelation issue. I did try to change the internal resolution scaling up to 3x, but that was significantly worse. I feel like I actually also tried that in the first place. I feel like that was one of the first things I tried, but that didn't work. It just made the problem significantly worse. So I feel like at this time, again, time to call it quits, time to drop that project and move on to something a little bit easier to work on, maybe something a little bit more modern. I do apologize. I hope that I still have my work saved. I still have all that. If someone wants to pick it up, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I think that this is something that will have to be postponed indefinitely and or canceled. At the end of the day, I spent about a year working on that project, and it's eaten up a lot of my time. I'm sad to say that. With that, hopefully you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And with that, I'll just kind of shut up and wander around Corden here.
Fuck you! Joker! That's more like it.